Welcome back, students. Today we are going to discuss some output questions based on loops. So here is the first question. Analyze the given program segment and answer the following questions. So here a program segment is given. A set of codes are given, that is for int I equal 1, I less than or equal to 4, I plus plus. Then inside the for loop, again there is an inner loop for int j equal to j less than I, j plus plus. Then system.out.print, then close the brace, then system.out.println win. So close the outer for loop. So here you can see that there are two for loops are there. A for loop inside another for loop. So this is known as nested for loops. So here the question is that, first question is, how many times does the inner loop execute? This is the first question. Second question, write the output of the program segment. So this type of questions will be surely asked for your board exam. So here the first question is, they are asked for how many times the inner loop execute. So there are two loops are there, outer loop and inner loop. Clear? So this is the output outer loop and this is the inner loop, inner for loop. So the first question is how many times the inner loop execute. So let's see how it executes. So you can do this by a dry run. So here there is a dry run. So here the values they have given are I and j, and we want to find how many times the inner loop execute, and we want to find the output of this program segment. So here we have initialized the values I and j. So what is the initial value of I over here? It's e. It's 3, isn't it? So we will check the condition, that is 3 less than or equal to 4. Is it true? Yes, the condition is true. So what happens when the condition is true? We will come inside the for loop. So we will come inside this for loop. So when we come inside this for loop, there is one more loop is there, isn't it? So here for int j equal to, so the initial value of the inner loop j is 2. So give the loop value 2, and we are checking the condition, that is what is it? J less than I. So what is the value of j now? It's 2. J less than I, that is we are checking that whether 2 is less than 3. Is it true? Yes. So since the condition is true, we come inside the for loop. So what is inside that? System.out.print. There's nothing, just a printing message. So we won't print anything because there is nothing inside that print function, isn't it? So we will come and increment the value of j for the next iteration. So here how many times j execute, inner loop execute? 1 time, isn't it? We check the condition and we execute the loop. So inner loop execute 1 time. So we will come and we will again increment the value of j. Now the value of j becomes 3 because the initial value of j is 2. So it becomes 3, and we check the condition whether 3, that is j less than I, that is 3 less than, what is the value of I? It's 3. 3 less than 3. Is it true? No. So since the condition is not true, we will come out of the for loop. So how many times the inner loop execute? Now the inner loop execute 1 time, isn't it? We have already written that 1 time. 1 time. So we will come out of this for loop. So what is inside that? We will print system. There's a printing message over there, that is system.out.println win. So we will print that win. Okay. So we will again go to the outer loop and we will increment the value of I. So what is the value of I now? Initial value is 3. Then the second time the value becomes 4. Now the value of I is 4. So we will check the condition, that is What is value of I now? 4. 4 less than or equal to 4. 4 is not less than 4 but 4 equal to 4. Since the condition is true, 4 equal to 4, we will come inside the for loop. Okay. So what is the value of, there is inner loop over there. What is the value of j over there? That is 2. 2. We will check the condition, that is j less than I. That is 2 less than I. 2 less than I. What is the value of I now? 4. Is the condition true? Yes. Since the condition is true, we will come inside the for loop and we will execute the message over there. What is it? System.out.print. There is nothing in that. We will execute the loop once. So now the loop execute one more time. Isn't it? So we will again go to the for loop and we will increment the value of j. Now the value of j becomes 3. And what is the condition over here? That is j less than I. That is 3 less than I. What is the value of I now? 4. Is it true? Yes. Since the condition is true, we will come inside the for loop and we will execute the for loop once. So we will execute one more time. We will execute it one more time. So again we go to the for loop and we will increment the value of j. Now the value of j becomes 4. Isn't it? So we will check the condition, that is 4 less than I. That is 4 less than, what is the value of I? It's 4. Is it true? No. So we will come out of the for loop. So what is over there? There is a printing message, that is we will print win once more. Okay. So we will again go to the outer for loop and we will increment the value of 5. It becomes 5. So we will check the condition, that is 5 less than or equal to 4. Is it true? No. So we will come out of the outer for loop. So here you can see that how many times the inner loop execute? 1, 2, 3. A total of 3 times. The inner loop execute 3 times. So you can write the output of this as how many times the inner loop execute? 3 times. So they didn't ask for the outer loop. They only asked for the inner loop. The inner loop execute 3 times. So what is the output? Win-win. Isn't it? So you can write the output like this. First write the win. First win. Then the second win. So this is the output for the second question. So this is the answer. So I hope it's clear for you. So the next question, give the output of the following program segment and also mention how many times the loop is executed. So here is a program segment over here. They have only asked for how many times the loop execute. So you have to write the answer for how many times the particular loop execute. So here the program segment is like this. Int I, for I equal 5, I greater than 10, I plus plus. Then give a curly brace. There is a curly brace over there. System.out.println I. Then close the curly brace and after that outer of the for loop system.out.println I star 4. So this is the program code. So you want to find out how many times this particular loop executes. Okay, so let's do the write. So here the only variable we have to find out is I. For that value we are checking this entire loop condition. So I. So here there are two output statements are there. In printing statement, that is for I and I star 4. So let's see. So what is the value of I? I equal 5. Initial value of I is 5. So we will check the condition whether I greater than 10. What is the meaning? That is 5. We are checking whether 5 greater than 10. Is it true? 5 greater than 10? No. Since the condition is false, we won't execute the things inside the for loop. We will come out of the for loop, isn't it? Since the condition is false. So the loop, did the loop execute? No. Because execution means whatever inside the loop, that also we have to execute. So hence we are not, since the condition is false, we are not coming inside the for loop. So we won't execute this loop. So this loop execute how many times? 0 times. Since the condition is false. So what is outside the for loop? So we won't do this line, but system dot out dot println I. So what is the next thing? Outer the for loop, what is the thing we want to print a printing message, isn't it? That is system dot out dot println I star 4. So we will execute this. What is it? This thing we will execute because it comes outside the for loop. So what is the value of 5? 5. 5 star 4. What is it? 5 into 4. What is it? 20. Output is 20. So here for this particular program segment, the loop executes 0 times and the output is 20. Clear? So let's move on to the next question. So how many times the particular loop executes? So there are two sections are there. Give the output and how many times does the body of loop get executed. So here is the program segment. For int m equal 5, m less than or equal to 20, m plus equal 5. Then opening brace inside the for loop, if m mod 3 equal to 0, then break. Else if m mod 5 equal to 0, w equal to 0, system dot out dot println m. Continue. Then closing brace. So this is the program segment. So we want to find the output and also we want to find the loop execution. How many times the particular loop executes. So let's see by the dry run. So here you can see that what is the initial value of m for int m equal 5. So you have to give the value of m as 5. Isn't it? M equal 5. So what is the condition we want to check? That is m less than or equal to 20. So what is the meaning of m less than? That is the condition we want to check. That is m less than or equal to 20. That is what is the value of m? 5. 5 less than or equal to 20. Is the condition true? Yes. 5 is less than 20. 5 is not equal to 20 but 5 is less than 20. Relational operator less than or equal to is used here. So when we are using relational operator, either of the operator value may be true. Clear? Here 5 less than 20. The condition is true. So what happens when the condition is true? We will come inside the for loop. So inside the for loop we are checking a thing, that is if m mod 3 equal to 0. M mod 3. So for what purpose we are using modulus operator? For checking or for getting the remainder. We are using the modulus operator. That is what we are doing. That is we are dividing 15. What is the value of m? It's 5. 5 mod 3. So actually what we are doing? 5 is divided by 3. Isn't it? So the quotient is 1. 3 times. So what is the remainder? So mod operator is used to get the remainder. So here the remainder, when we are dividing 5 by 3, what is the remainder? 2. So is the condition true if m mod 3 equal to 0? No, because here m mod 3, what is the result? 2. 2 is not equal to 0. So we won't execute, we will go to the else part. So what is our here? Here we want to check one more condition. If m mod 5 equal to 0. So what is the value of m at the first iteration? 5. Isn't it? 5 mod 5. 5 divided by 5. So how many times? 5. So what is the result of m mod 5? It is 0. 0 equal to 0. So here the remainder is 0. So you get the result as 0. 0 equal to 0. Since the condition is true, we will come to execute this thing. That is our here system dot, there is a printing message, that is system dot out dot println m. So when the value of m equal to 5, we will execute the else part. So the loop execute 1 times. So what is the output over here? We will print 5 value of m. Okay. So after that there is a continue statement. We will continue the loop. So we will come to the for loop and we will increment the value of m. So how the value is given incrementation stage? So here in the incrementation stage it's given like this, m plus equal 5. So what is the meaning of that m plus equal? Here plus equal is a addition assignment operator. So what is the meaning of m plus equal? It's a shorthand addition assignment operator we have used over here. So we want to expand it. So what is the meaning of m plus equal? That is the meaning of m plus equal m equal m plus. That is the meaning of m plus 5. Okay. So the value of, what is the initial value of m? It's 5. So that is 5 plus 5. So now the value of m becomes 10. So for the second iteration the value of m becomes 10. So you have to write this over here, 10. Now the value of m becomes 10. And what is the condition? M less than or equal to 10d. That is, what is the value of m now? 10. 10 less than or equal to 20. Is it true? Yes. 10 is less than 20. 10 is not equal to 20, but 10 is less than 20. Since the condition is true, we will come inside the for loop. So what is over here? If, we will check the condition. There is a condition over here, that is if m mod 3 equal to 0. So now the value of m is 10. So we will check, that is 10 mod 3, that is 10 divided by 3. And we want to get the remainder for this thing. That is 10 divided by 3. It's how many times? Sorry, 10 divided by 3. So how many times? 3 times. That is 9. So the remainder is 1. So since the condition is false, that is when we are executing this m mod 3, the result is 1. 1 is not equal to 0. So we won't execute this if loop. We'll come to the else part. So what is over here? M mod 5. That is the condition we want to check. So the value of m is 10. That is 10 divided by 10 mod 5. That is 10 divided by 5. So how many times? 2 times. Remainder is 0. So when we are doing m mod 5 with the value of m as 10, we will get the remainder as 0. So here the 0 equal to 0. The condition is true. Since the condition is true, what is over here? There is a printing message, system.out.println. You will print the value of m. So now the loop execute one more time. So what is the value of m now? We will print the value of m. So it's 10. 10 will be printed. So after that there is a continue statement. We will again go to the for loop. So what happens? The value of m will be incremented by 5 times. So in the second iteration the value of m is 10. So in the third iteration what happens? The value of m becomes, that is m plus 5, m plus equal 5. That is the thing we want to do. That is, its expansion is m equal m plus 5. So in the second iteration the value of m is 10. That is m equal 10 plus 5. That is we are doing. So the value of m becomes 15. In the third iteration the value of m becomes 50. Okay. So we check the condition, that is m less than or equal to 20. So what happens? That is 15 less than or equal to 20. That is the thing we are checking. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Since the condition is true, we will come inside the for loop and we will execute the first statement over there. That is if m mod 3 equal to 0. That is the condition we are checking. So what is the value of m now? In the third iteration the value of m becomes 15. 15 mod 3. That is 15 divided by 3. So how many times? 5 times. So when we are doing 15 mod 3, the remainder is 0. So the result is 0. 0 equal to 0. So the condition is true. We will break the statement. When we are using the break statement, what happens? We will come out of the for loop. So this thing we are not executing. So now the loop execute one more time. Clear? So we will get the output. So how many times the particular body of loop executed? So a total of 1, 2, 3. 3 times. So for the first question, the answer is, sorry, for second question the answer is 3 times the loop executed. And what is the output? 5, 10. 5 and 10. This is the output. So this is the way we are doing this like program. So keep practicing this type of programs. So you people have to go through the previous question papers and try out all these type of questions. So I hope this content is clear for you. So this type of question may ask for your board exam. So we can continue with a new topic in the next class. Thank you.